Man, that sounded like a 93 Cutlass rolling by where it sounds good at first until it passes you. And that license plate be, like it's about to vibrate off the back of the car. And you're like, oh, man, that sounds like crap.
Man, because, yeah. Y'all, check this car out. Yeah, but,
Oh, man, did you hear it going?
Oh, man, what the...
Yeah.
Hey, y'all, thanks for tuning in. This is going to be a wonderful show. If there's any show for you to share, it ought to be this one, okay?
Yeah.
We've got some good material today.
Yeah, right? Well, I mean, we've got, it's... The material's out there for anybody to have, so it's not like we're just making stuff up.
Yeah, we're just bringing it to the light.
Yeah, right. We see stuff, we read stuff. People message us, be like, "Hey, this happened to me," and hey, can y'all talk about this?
Yeah, we use that and our own real life experiences.
Yeah,
and we're like, hey, we need to educate some people, right?
Yeah,
and let's do it in a fun manner.
Right? Because if it's something that has helped me through something, or I realize something, how about I just help everybody else out?
Everybody.
You know what I mean?
Remember what we said a long time ago. It ain't everybody
until it's
everybody.
Yeah.
That includes
anything.
Yeah. And everything. All right, so today's show brought to you by
Happy Dang Tuesday, folks. Yeah. Huh?
Fire Shield LLC. Huh?
Yeah,
for all your fire protection needs.
Heck yeah.
Holler at them.
They're on it, man.
Yeah. And we have us a new sponsor today.
You might have to start getting them on on their schedule, because they're like, you can't just hey, can you come over here today? They're
starting
to get busy.
Yeah, because they take care of folks, right?
Yeah,
quality with a better price.
Yeah, that's
there you go. Yeah, so like I said, we got a sponsor today.
I love new sponsors,
and let them know how we came about this new sponsor.
You talking about what we went and took care of today?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I get a call from my aunt up in Pittsburgh, Texas. She's like, "Hey, can y'all come up here and help me out?" I was like, "Okay, well, what you got?" She's like, "I got a refrigerator that I got delivered, and I got an old one sitting in my driveway."
Oh.
Okay. Well, yeah, okay. We'll come up there and we'll move it for you.
Yeah.
And so we go up there and she said, "Yeah, so they put me a new one in right here, but they wouldn't take my old one away." And
it was because they didn't have a license to
yeah. So we were like, "Well, who'd you get your refrigerator from?"
Mm-hmm.
Right? And she said, "Well, I heard this jingle on the radio that it talked about hey, if your car breaks down, right, call AAA. But if your refrigerator breaks down, it's called III. And she said that interested her,
mm-hmm.
right? She's like, III, what is that?
Sounds interesting.
And she said it's Isaac's Icebox Installation, right? So she figured, hey, I need a new icebox anyway, right? So let me give these guys a call. They were kind of local to her,
Mm-hmm.
So she called them. And she said, "Hey, I need a new refrigerator." And they're like, "Oh, yes, ma'am. Yeah, we'll be over there, So,
and they looked at it and they were like, "Yeah, you do need a new."
Yeah, right. And what did she say? She said that they
27 years
old.
Well,
they said, "Hey, yeah, we'll be there between 11:30 and 2:30." And she said they showed up at 11:36. They were like, right, they were on it,
Yeah.
Most of the time you're waiting all day. It's like, man, it's 5 o'clock. I still ain't got my fridge,
So they were handling up.
Man, they were on it, right?
Yeah.
So she's like, man, this is going good. I'm going to get my new one in, old one out, gone, never look at it again, and getting my Dr. Peppers and my Starbucks one shots cold again.
So and she goes outside, and lo and behold,
yeah, and like hours later, she happens to look outside and be like, "Why is there a refrigerator blocking my car?"
The old one is sitting in the driveway.
Yeah. Hey, that thing looks familiar out there.
Yeah, so she calls them.
Yeah,
and she's like, "Hey, what's the deal?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, well, we install."
Yeah. Because he was like, man, hence the name. It's Isaac's Icebox Installation,
mm-hmm.
right? And she said that they told her that they are not licensed in the state of Texas to remove refrigerators, right?
Yeah.
Only install. I guess according to Isaac, you need a certain license.
They said that she was even lucky to have it out in the driveway. Usually they just mount or install the new refrigerator in front
of the old one. Because when because I guess their deal is when they show up, they assume you've removed your old one. You've moved it out of the way. You've put it in the bedroom or the hallway to make room for the new one. But
Yeah.
right, but she said that they'd mentioned in some cases folks don't remove their old one, so they just pop that new one right in front of the old one.
Right. So what happens is their cousin,
Yeah.
which is Radnor refrigerator removal,
Yeah. So they told her, they gave him
triple R.
they gave her his number and said, hey, you want that thing removed? Call Radnor.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, Radnor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They said he was the best in town, right? He was the one that was licensed to actually remove them, And,
Yeah. As a matter of fact, and that's all he removes. Like, you can't call him, hey, I got a stove for you to pick up.
Or, hey, my deep freeze has gone out, And
I got a 1987 microwave. It's too heavy for me to take anywhere.
Yeah, right.
It's the size of my Jeep.
Yeah.
So they're like,
only
refrigerator.
But he will do where it's like a refrigerator on bottom and freezer on top. He'll do that one.
Mm-hmm.
But if you trick him and you're like, hey, I got this fridge that needs to be removed, and he shows up
deep freeze.
and it's only a deep freeze, you're getting a service call bill.
Yeah,
without
service.
A service bill, and you still got a freezer sitting in your living room.
So there you go. There you go, man. So you got Isaac's Icebox installation.
Yeah.
And if you need the old one hauled off, you've got to call Radnor's refrigerator removal.
So it would behoove you to call Radnor first, right? That would be the order.
Get the old one out of the way.
Yeah, get it out there, right?
If not, you'll have it mounted in front of the old one.
Yeah. And then,
which is all depends on how your your kitchen's set up, because it'll just make it closer to the fridge.
Yeah. Your stuff's closer. So
Icebox Isaac.
Yeah. So
there you go. Thank y'all. And so we got a sponsor, right? We got a hold of them and say, hey, we're going to,
we heard that you
did a good job.
Yeah, you were on time, with delivering her ice box and all that stuff, and we had this show, and they wanted to come on board and get sponsored.
Yeah. So not only did they do a sponsor, but they also received a Spit Cup and Roy Attaboy.
Yeah.
Right.
For their prompt service. I mean, to show up when you say I'll be there between 11:30 and 3. Right, you're not expecting 11:36 or showing
You're expecting more towards. He said 3.
Yeah,
so he's
I'm sure 2:57.
He's gonna be a slacker. And
he's got to go to lunch. Take his nap.
Yeah.
Make sure he's got all his parts on his truck, and
Yeah, he's got to get a beer in the Suarez Canal. He may make a pit stop. What I mean?
He could make a pit stop.
So, but anyways, tell us what today's holiday is, right?
So today is, March of Dirty, right? And I kind of wish
March Dirty.
March 30, right?
You said dirty.
Hey,
it might be.
It can be. I wish I would have known about this holiday last year, right? Because about this time last year, the world had shut down.
Yeah.
I mean, some scientists have actually put out that the Earth stopped spinning.
No way.
For about a week and a half, right? Because we didn't know what was going on. You had people.
We need help.
You had people wearing bio suits and chem gear and all at the same time. Inside their vehicles,
hazmat suits in Walmart,
in the Shire. So, but there was a lot of things that were affected by the COVID shutdown, right? Your mom and pop shops, your small businesses, and and some things that are in areas where there's high tourism, right? So let's say down in Florida, the small restaurants around the beaches, and those types of things were really affected.
Definitely wasn't no tourism around here.
No.
Nobody showed up in the boondocks.
Yeah, nobody shows up here with their family, with their fanny packs and their cameras.
Because we'd have put them to work.
A little clicky.
We're like, hey, I need help building this shed.
We'll teach you something, right? But so this holiday, it's called National Virtual Vacation Day. That's what today is, National Virtual Vacation Day. So what I'm saying is I wish I'd have known about this last year. So, we were all like, oh man, we got spring break, we didn't get to do nothing, you could have saved up a little money, right? Instead of that Disney trip that got canceled.
You spent 16 grand on it.
Yeah, spent 16 grand.
You was just mad the whole time anyway.
And you forgot to get the $4 insurance, so now it's non-refundable. You were like, I ain't paying for that insurance. That's stupid, right? And
so if you don't, or if you're an introvert and you don't like people, you can have a
virtual vacation. Go anywhere you want to go.
You can pretend that you're there.
Yeah, you can go anywhere and anywhere, right?
Yeah.
From the comfort of your home, or you could find a place like we realized that there's a place here locally, right? I probably passed this place 100 times and had no idea what this place was, right? Oh, Vicky's, right?
Yeah. So we looked up the owner and this. What was the lady's name? The owner.
It's Virtual Vacations by Vicky. What was her last name?
Virtual Vacations by Vicky Nuvage.
By Vicky Nuvage. Yeah.
Or maybe it's Nuvage or something like it. She was kind of French.
Yeah. It could be Nuvage. I don't know. Right. She wasn't upset how we said her name. Right.
Yeah.
I guess she's probably hurt.
She's got a good sense of humor.
She's heard it all different ways. It's come at her from all
Yeah, she's taking a lot of shots about her last name,
Yeah, right. So, but what she said is, she's got a book there that you could just kind of pick what kind of vacation you want.
Yeah.
She's like, hey, where would you like to go today? Mm-hmm. And you're like, hey, I want to climb Mount Everest with my family.
Yeah, and it's inexpensive too.
Did you say inexpensive?
Inexpensive.
Oh, very much so.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, very much affordable. For your everybody.
Yeah. Yeah, for $20 you can go see the pyramids, you know what I mean?
Yeah, speaking of, you ain't got to get all mad and, park your boat sideways.
And she was pretty much of an entrepreneur. She had several businesses,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, what was that other one she had?
She when we found out what else she did, we immediately knew of somebody who needed her services, right?
Yeah.
Right? We told, what's your buddy's name?
Wimmy Reynolds.
Who was all mad because his sleeve was all messed.
Weenus.
Yeah. Weenus Dill Pickle, right?
Yeah.
Right. Well, Vicky said that she also is in the market that she reconstructs wizard sleeves.
Yeah.
Right. And puts new O-rings in them, replaces the elastic in them. Yeah. Just to kind of draw them back up. Draw them back up a little bit, tighten them up a little bit.
Yeah. So she re-sleeves it, reconditions it.
Yeah, because it's weird to say re-sleeve your sleeve. Right, but it's
like a reconditioned sleeve.
You recondition it, kind of make it anew again. Yeah. It's just like taking your shoes in somewhere and they clean the heck out of them, and and then you walk around, and it's like you got new shoes again, but they're the same old.
Same old.
Right, so we told old Weenus about, hey, fired up, right? Right. He got that glow back to him. He was all.
Yeah, he's already called in some vacation at work.
Yeah. I mean, but it's we kind of did it for ourselves, so we knew that if Weenus took his sleeve down there to get reconditioned, that we wouldn't see him again. We probably wouldn't see him for another couple months. So
yeah,
So anyway, hey, if you're about virtual vacationing, look up somebody you got locally. You got to, right. Or if you want us to ask Vicky Nuvage where, if she's like in connection with folks in your local area, give us a shout.
There
right?
You go. You want to sit in the comfort of your own home, chill in your recliner. She'll loan out the little virtual reality goggles you put on.
Yeah.
Pay your little $20 fee, and
no, you got to put like a security deposit in case you mess around and don't bring it back,
or you break
it. Right? You're messing around. You want to go fight Mike Tyson, and you start slinging stuff for real, and
virtual. That's probably something. Virtual boxing matches that you can get in,
bullfighting, rodeo clowning. Okay,
there you go.
Yeah,
virtual water polo tournament.
Yeah,
there you go, man.
Mess around and drown yourself, huh? Right. So go see Vicky.
All right. So we had a trivia last Friday about
we did.
What's the one thing that you need on your truck for just in case purposes, right? There's people that say, "Oh, I don't need that because whatever," but it's very awesome to have in case you need
when you need it,
right?
And there could have been many things, but there was really only one main. I mean,
there's one thing that
you could argue, I need a winch or I need whatever.
Yeah. So the answer to the trivia question was 4-wheel drive.
Yeah, man.
Right. 4x4, 4-wheeled drive, however you want to say it.
Yeah.
Right. You want all 4 wheels to
get
grind on
to get power.
You want powered all of them. Pire, power. Right? Like taking a shire.
Oh,
shire.
You said taking and I zoned out. I was like, he ain't saying it. Yeah, taking a shire, right?
Yeah. So, anyways, a 4-wheel drive, and so that's something that you need on your truck. People are like, I'm gonna get a 2-wheel.
Yeah, I'm gonna save a little bit of money.
I don't ever use that 4-wheel drive. Well, yeah, but if you ever need it, right?
I would rather have it and not need it.
Right. It's kind of like the old saying. It's better to have too much than not enough. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't never want to be like, crap, I don't have enough. But it's not a big deal.
But it's because of your own.
I got too much.
It's your own fault that you don't have enough. It's not like, Yeah. It's, you know what? I'm going to choose to not have enough.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Falls in the same category as don't wait until you're thirsty to dig the well. You know what I mean? Yeah. Let's get it dug.
Yeah, it's a little too late, right?
Right. So we have the trivia winner.
Yeah.
There's a lady that got it right.
Yeah, and I don't want to say I was surprised, right? Because this day and age, we talked about how the gal here was driving the 4-wheel drive with the dude sitting in the middle. So times are changing. Mm-hmm. These ladies know just as much about cars as and trucks as any man, or if not more, right? Yeah. So we got a message on that was Friday's trivia, and we got a message on Saturday morning when I woke up. I checked it, and Rowdy Roberta, right, from over there in old Shreveport.
Oh yeah,
yeah. She
Rowdy Roberta.
Yeah, right. So she sent a message. She said, 4-wheel drive's the answer, and we're like, yeah, that's it, and so there you go. Right?
There you go. Thank you, Miss Roberta.
Yeah.
Thank you.
She said, now it's time for me to get back to the horseshoe because the nickel slots are calling my name. You know what I mean? So
cling, cling, cling,
yeah,
cling.
Right. So good job, Miss Roberta. That's for you. You did. You got the answer first, and
Rowdy Roberta.
Yeah.
Rowdy Roberta. Rowdy Roberta. Rowdy Roberta.
Yeah.
All right. So we're moving on. We're going to go to our 21st century segment, right?
Right. And
this is a big one. I mean, this has bothered me for years, and I can't believe
you can't figure out why.
This problem.
Right? Yeah, because we clone folks. We cure the most deadliest pandemic in like a year, right? But
less than a year.
We can't. We still got the common cold that we have no idea what to do with, and AIDS has been killing folks since the 80s.
Well, actually, none of that even exists anymore. You don't. There's no AIDS. There's no.
Nobody's died from anything.
There's no Lyme disease from ticks. There's no.
No tick fever.
Yeah. Malaria.
Malaria. West Nile.
Yeah. Anything now you go to the hospital for, they're gonna be like, that's COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
my ingrown toenail.
Yeah. Hey, well, I got malaria. Well, what happened? I've been, mosquitoes got me down there at the coast. And, but those mosquitoes had COVID.
Yeah, they carry COVID.
Yeah, that's it. Got COVID now.
Yeah. So, right, so we can do all of that. We can cure the most dangerous thing in the world. But why in the, for everything that's holy, can we not figure out how in a bag of Doritos to get a uniform spraying of Dorito cheese and dust over every single chip, right?
Yeah.
You mess around and pull a chip out, and you're like, oh man, look at all that cheese on that one,
right?
And you pull out another one, looks like somebody licked it off, right? Like, man,
can we not get evenly
Doritos.
dispersed
cheese. There's got to be, who is the quality control fella or gal sitting at the end of the Doritos assembly line, right?
No, he got COVID.
Right,
He's had it for a long time.
He's sitting out with one finger in his nose, the other one in his mouth, right?
Yeah, every once in a while he's about half asleep. Every once in a while he pulls it out. And he goes,
oh, looks good.
Yeah.
Right?
The computer's still on. Yeah. So, yeah, can we? So Doritos, if you're listening, can we not figure this out, please?
I mean, it's something easy. I mean, look, these machines make everything. Right, and they do it that way, so it's the same. You don't have that human error, right? You don't.
Yeah,
you don't.
We got machines building Ford pickups, right? And we can't get evenly cheesed Doritos. Come on, man.
Yeah, right. We got a Jeep on Mars right now, or a helicopter, right, flying around.
We got a Grand Cherokee up there on Jupiter, you know.
Right, but I got a Dorito that I thought was. I had to re-look at my bag.
Somebody sucked the cheese off of it.
I thought it said flavorless. I was like, man, what kind did I get? I thought this was supposed to be spicy nacho. Right?
You know what? And it's not just the one flavor that does it. It's all the Dorito flavors.
Yeah.
Right? Come on, man.
So what are we doing? I mean...
And can we start filling the bags up? I mean, do we have to buy a Dorito bag that barely fits in the back of your truck and get home and there's 8 chips in there, you know?
Yeah, you open the bag and you get puffed in the face with all that air. Right?
It smells like a fart. Like, what do they air them up with? I mean, air? I mean, is it something other than air?
Is it nitromethane? I mean, yeah. I mean, don't try to respond to us. Well, hey, that they put a preservative in there. It allows the Doritos to be able to, their shelf life gets extended by 17 days. And look, dude,
Doritos don't sit there for 17 days.
Right? Yeah, it doesn't down here in the South, right? You can't keep Dr. Pepper and Doritos on the shelf.
There's people waiting in line for the truck to come in. They don't even put them on the shelf, man. They just start throwing them in trucks.
Yeah. Right.
So anyway, let's work on that, guys.
Yeah, evenly dispersed
Doritos.
Dorito cheese. Right. I mean, this is bologna now, and it ain't even the good bologna with the string.
I mean, can I not have my Dorito cheesed evenly?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I want cheese all over it.
Yeah.
So
shoot.
Anyway, hey, tell you what, we ain't done this in a little while.
Piss me off.
We're back in here looking at the, phenometer down there, the Boondock Word of the Week.
Woo-hoo.
Right? I think the last one we did was like some ease, right? Hey,
are those like twins?
Yeah. No, it's like...
Oh, those are Siamese.
It's a little bit of those is what it is. Hey, so this one is kind of like that, but it is Lilem. It's spelled Lil''Lem.
I thought you were going to say like the little elm, like it was a river or something.
It might have been my accent.
The little elm
Little
river.
M. Yeah, Lil' M. So, so in a sentence, if I had to use it in a sentence or whatever, because we use it all the time, but we gotta.
Well, we want you to know how to use it,
yeah,
right?
We gotta
example.
Present it, in example form. So I would say maybe let's say you're at the
buffet,
the
or
Chinese
something?
buffet.
Oh, okay, it could be any type of buffet. We're not singling out, but we're singling
but
out.
I am at the Chinese buffet, right? I love eating Chinese.
Yeah.
Or any of the Asian foods, awesome.
They are.
I eat it all the time, but sometimes I get up there and I'm not sure what I want. And the lady's like, "Oh, you want this? You want tacos? You want this? Asian taco? What do you want? I'll take." And I'm like,
And if you don't know, especially if you don't know exactly what it is,
yeah, you don't know what it is. I'll take a little M. Yeah, you know what I mean. And they understand it.
Yeah. Well, mainly because your finger's pointing at it.
One time I stuck my finger in it.
Yeah.
They wouldn't like this one, and I went like that and stuck my finger right in the plate of some kind of noodles.
Yeah, that slaps in.
Man, I licked my finger. Stunk too.
Yeah.
But anyway, so Lil' M, right? You could use it in a lot of different situations. Somebody could be like, "Hey, you wanted Doritos on your plate with your hot dog, right?"
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take a Lil' M.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
See what I'm saying? So
I want the ones with the extra cheese on them, though.
Yeah,
I'll be trying to pre-lick mine.
Hey, how many people out there open their Dorito bag and look in there and they go, and they start picking out the ones that have the most cheese on them.
Yeah.
Yeah. and then somebody else goes back in there after you done wore them out, and they open the bag back up. It's nothing but bald Cheetos.
Bald Cheetos.
Yeah. Pre-sucked Cheetos, right?
What? Yeah.
Yeah.
Why are these soggy?
Yeah. Because sometimes stuff sucks, you know.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, you know,
there's people out there, you know, that they really believe that their life sucks.
Yeah, I mean, they've been dealt a crap hand, right? You know, they've been, it's all pretty crappy, right? If you should say so yourself, it's, they're like the, who they are. Did you ever? You may not know this since you grew up in the trees, right? Who Winnie the Pooh is, right?
Yeah, I do know
right?
Winnie the Pooh.
Did you ever watch them like when your kid was young? You ever watch like Winnie the Pooh, or you saw a picture book or whatever, right? So you know who Eeyore is, right?
Yeah.
Right? The donkey who that's just the cloud follows him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
his life sucks.
His life. So if you are that, right? If that's what you feel, he's your spirit animal.
But here's the deal.
What I mean?
Here's the deal, though. His life really doesn't suck. It just sucks in his eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you feel like you are that way, nothing goes right. You're a failure. You're like, my life sucks. Mm-hmm. There's something you can do about it, right?
Yeah.
Because what was your Monday motivational? If nothing changes.
Nothing changes if nothing changes.
Yeah, right.
Right. So what you need to do is rear back and unsuck your life.
Yeah. Sack up and unsuck it.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Because
if something sucks and you want it to be cool, well, you just got to, you just got to do what you got to do to unsuck it.
Yeah. I mean, because trust me, nobody's going to unsuck it for you.
Right. You can only unsuck it yourself. Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
believe me, I tried.
People.
I ask people all the time.
I tried and I was successful at it. You know what I mean?
Hey, can you unsuck this for
all
me?
It takes is a little effort, man. Achievement and success is the crown of thought and effort.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
that's deep. That was heavy.
Yeah. Well, that's the only way I go. I only go deep. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So, hey,
because we don't want people down and where they're mired down in the ditch, and we want to lift people up. We want to lift them up out of, but we can only lift you up if you want to get up, right? You know what I mean? So
we want to, and we want to give people the gift of laughter, the medicational benefits of laughter.
Yeah.
While we're helping lift people and educating them.
And that's the big thing. It's not enough just to lift somebody up out the ditch or the gutter, right? Mm-hmm. Now,
because if you let go of them, they'll fall back in.
How are we going to keep them out of it, right? Mm-hmm. We're gonna help educate them, right? We're gonna show them a new way to do life, right? Yeah. We're gonna hopefully show them how to unsuck themselves.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they don't get back into the suckiness.
Right.
Right.
And what they need to do is take any of their situation. They may have a bright situation here and there, but they've got these sucky ones that overwhelm the bright spots, right?
Outshine the bright.
Yeah. So what they need to do is pick out those certain situations and unsuck those situations, right?
Those individual bad ones,
one at a time.
Yeah.
Don't try to tackle everything.
You can't unsuck it all at the same time.
Yeah. You can only unsuck one at a time, right? So pick out. All right. What is and you don't have to start at the top. Okay. You can go down the side. But you have to figure out where you want to start, and just pick that one. And just go to unsucking it, man. Okay? So there you go. Hey, man, look, I tell you what. We need to move on to the survival item because it's very important because of what time of the year is moving on.
I never knew where you were supposed to start. Now I know. In case my life ever sucks, I know where to start now. Right?
Yeah.
I know where to start.
Yeah. And this could
Survival item.
This could help people in an area if their life sucks, right?
Okay.
So if you're outside and you're in the woods and you're this, that, and other, and you're like, man, you got so many bugs on you, right?
Oh, because it's getting hot out here, and it's time
starting
for
to
these
warm up.
bugs.
The bugs are already out, and they're like, oh my, and all the bugs are on you, and you have not prepared. So that would be an area. All of a sudden, I suck, right? My life sucks.
You're sitting, you're all mad, right? You're sitting.
Right. So if you pay attention to our survival items, we can help you unsuck some of these sucky problems in your life
before they become sucky problems, right?
Right.
We curtail the suckiness.
Yeah. So it wouldn't be like an unsuck; it'd be like pre-sucking, right? Like, like you could. Maybe we should use a different word than suck, because that.
Well, I don't know if if pre-suck works there. I think it's I don't know.
Because what's the opposite of cool? It'd be suck, right? You know, I don't like stuff that sucks. I like stuff that's cool.
That's awesome.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or awesome. Yeah. But anyways, y'all get the picture. What I'm trying to say is,
what do we need to survive these bugs so we don't suck?
So, hey, an overabundance stockpile of bug spray, and of different kinds.
It just seems so simple.
Yeah.
Is it really that easy there?
It's that easy, because you're going to need sprays for those dog pecker gnats. Mm-hmm. You're going to need sprays for those bull chiggers.
Yeah, and they don't always get on everybody, do they?
No, they don't. And we have never figured out why.
Maybe it's a certain blood type, maybe.
Yeah,
right.
One person in the group always gets chiggers.
Or like when my family and your family were out there hanging out by the fire. Who always gets bit by the skeeter?
Lizelle. Every day time.
Yeah, she's over there like, I got bit again.
She's a skeeter magnet.
Skeeter magnet.
That's what she is.
Yeah.
You know.
Right? So if you're that person, you know that they already get you.
Yeah. Pre-suck the situation, right? Buy you some bug spray. A lot of it. Right? Because nobody wants to be sitting there eating a hot dog and there's dog pecker gnats all over it, and then you take a bite, and I mean, you don't know where those gnats been.
Yeah, they probably got COVID.
Yeah. And also a helpful little hint.
What? A tent?
Yeah.
It's like what I used to pitch in my drawers.
Yeah. Tents.
Yeah.
With zippers on them. Huh? No porch, though.
Yeah.
Hey, so there's another little helpful thing that you can utilize while you're working out in the heat and the gnats and everything all over.
Is this a survival item also?
It could be. It's a survival tactic
or technique.
Yeah,
kinda.
Technique. Right. However you want to put it.
Okay.
You can sit there and be working, be sweating, but not only are you fighting the sweat, you've got mosquitoes and flies and gnats and whatever else flying around you.
Your nose and your mouth.
Yeah, and you're trying to see what you're doing, but you got a gnat that lands in your eyelash, and you know what I mean?
So you need like a designated
bug area
person to swoosh them?
No.
Is that what you're talking about?
No, what you need to do is, and this is something that the plumbers used to do, right?
What's that?
They used to, plumbers, a lot of people always say, oh, that's plumber's crack, right? They
had
their pants pulled down to where their crack was showing.
Yeah.
Well, that's not what, they're smart. What they're doing is they're exposing their butt crack.
That's on purpose?
Yeah. They expose their butt crack so that all the bugs and gnats go there instead of their face where they can see what they're doing.
Genius.
So there's a helpful tip right there.
Yeah.
If you got an issue with the bugs while you're working outside, reveal a little crack.
Yeah.
Right? And they'll go there instead of your face.
Drop trowel a little.
Yeah. Yeah, don't be afraid.
Yeah, don't be afraid to show a little crack.
Yeah, just because you ain't got it all manicured up and everything don't mean nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fly trap.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So there you go.
Your face will thank you.
Right. So you got a survival item and a survival tip today.
Yeah, that's like a twofer.
That's what I'm saying. How can anybody listen to this show and not walk away educated in some form or fashion?
It has to be them.
Right. You cracked a smile. You got a little smarter.
You had to pull over a little bit because you were weaving in traffic.
Yeah.
Right?
Huh?
Right? Your stomach cramped up because you were laughing. That's healthy.
Yeah.
And you're welcome. You know?
Yeah. We're welcome. We're thankful for you listening.
Yeah.
And you're welcome and thankful that you heard it.
Yeah.
Don't be stingy and share.
Don't be stingy. What else we got? What else did we learn?
Well, I'll just say this,
lately?
Hey.
Were we going to talk about what I saw on my trip to California? Right. I forgot to bring it up because I wanted to forget that dark time of my 2 days in jail for my not wearing a mask while driving. right? Over there. So I saw a fashion trend. There was years ago. We start seeing. When I say years ago, 25, 30 years ago, right? Pants started sagging a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's common. You see it. You see it everywhere, right? You see it all the time.
El Sago.
Yeah, I always enjoyed it.
Maybe that's. Hey, hold on.
Oh,
maybe that's what they're doing. I'm sagging because I don't want the gnats in my face.
that could be.
Okay.
But they don't show crack though, so
Yeah. Still, it might be stinky down there.
maybe they know they're not supposed to show crack, so they're staying legal
by keeping their underwear.
By keeping their underwear above their crack or their shorts, but enough pants are down that a little smell's coming out.
Yeah, there's enough stinkage there
to draw the
flies and
the
the
mosquitoes and flies and bugs away. Yeah,
there we go.
Maybe they're on to something. And then years and years and years later, so not too long ago, skinny jeans became a thing. Right, and
those daggum skinny jeans.
Right, and I enjoy them when they're on the ladies.
Yeah,
right. And then some fellas started wearing.
But there's
them.
stuff that's meant for ladies and not men.
Yeah,
bras.
Yeah,
lipstick,
over the shoulder boulder holders.
Yeah, fanny packs.
Yeah, right. And so, the latest thing that I saw, and I've actually prayed that this is not a fashion trend that works its way east. Right, I don't want to see this in Texas. It's okay for it to visit Texas.
It won't be long because if it's on TV or YouTube or TikTok or anything else,
it's coming.
It's coming. I believe I've seen it.
Right, and so what it is so you maybe you need a certain body type, shape, proportion to pull this off, but you have pants, jeans or whatever, and we'll just say this is on a dude, right? Maybe a short guy, Maybe he's probably we'll just call him 5'6", maybe 5'7", possibly of some type of Asian or Pacific Island descent, and
maybe about 220,
and so maybe this fashion started, over in the Far East region, who knows, right? Right. So what you have are pants that are kind of saggy in the rear area, but they're still they're above the crack though. There's just a lot of looseness material back there, right? Right, and it's kind of loose.
You can fit a diaper in it.
Yeah, right. It's kind of loose all the way down, or we'll say normal all the way down to the upper knee, right, and then from the kneecap down, it's like they're painted on, So
it like cuts off the blood circulation at the knee.
It's got to be when you wear these, you probably walk around with your feet are tingling like they're always waking up from being asleep because the blood has been cut off, right? Because they are so skin tight around the calves.
You can see the muscle fibers in the calves.
Yeah,
right?
you can see the vein throbbing on it, right?
Yeah.
So
which vein? Like the main one going into it?
Yeah, the main vein.
Yeah. Dang.
So I don't know what you call it.
So they're
not skinny jeans because you have the knee up. It's kind of loose and baggy.
Yeah.
So are they half skins? Or are they I know
what you're talking about though. I've seen them on there so tight. I mean they're on there like ants on Cheetos, right?
Yeah.
They're on there for real.
So are they?
Like how long does it take to get them off? That's what I'd like to know too.
You probably have to have help.
Somebody's got to. You got to lay on the bed, and somebody has to get a winch
or maybe
a come along, right?
Or maybe you do. Or maybe you do one of those. You see the people that they'll start from the top, and then they end up turning their jeans inside out to get them off.
Yeah,
and somebody's got to yank.
Right.
Yeah.
So they got a new tool called a jean puller.
Yeah.
Right. It kind of looks like a come along. They tie it to the doorknob on the bedroom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
gotta be.
Yeah. I'm curious what it's called, right? So if anybody, maybe you're sitting there and you're wearing these exact things right now, right? You just happen to look down because your toes were tingling a little because they felt like they were falling asleep, and you're wearing these right now. What do you call them?
Yeah.
You know, because you go to the store.
Hit us up on any of our platforms.
Because you go to the store, you buy Slim Fit, you buy
Relaxed Fit, Boot
Cut, right?
Right. What are these called?
Yeah. What did the tag say for these?
Are they called California Cut? Maybe.
Oh yeah, they could be. Yeah.
Yeah. And I've honestly seen the ones. I've even seen dudes that wear the skinny all the way up, right?
Oh, I have too.
And I've seen this too. I've seen them. I've seen them sag, but the person has a belt on, and they're still holding the front of them up, so that they won't fall down. Like, what is the belt too big? I mean, what would was
their buckle too heavy? Maybe.
Yeah, and then like it'll be like that, and then like you say about from the knee down, it's just looks like they got attacked by a tiger. It's all tore up and everything, but still like super skinny on their leg.
Yeah.
What is going on?
I don't know. So, I mean,
if anybody knows, hit us up on any of our platforms and give us the name of these pants.
Because, I mean, granted, we're from the woods, so maybe these things have been out forever.
Yeah.
And Ryan, you guys are thinking like, hey, where y'all been, man? These things been out for
10 years,
since the 90s.
Yeah. I seen some in Dallas.
Yeah.
Yeah. I went to Dallas and I saw them in a mall. I went to a mall and it like every guy had skinny jeans on.
Man.
Well, that I call skinny jeans. There was different versions of it, but none of the jeans.
That's not like that one time you showed up with skinny jeans and I told you and you were all mad.
Yeah, dude, I did buy a pair of those, right? It was by a company that they were not purposely skinny jeans. I just brought the wrong size, right? Yeah. That's what happened. But when you told me that, I thought they were a little tight. But when you told me, like, hey man, I have never worn those again.
Heck no.
Those were $70 pants, and they're still hanging. I ain't touching them. might burn them this next fall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I hate those pants. I loved them when I first got them till I put them on.
My bad.
No, I appreciate it, man.
I just didn't want to send you out in public like that.
Thank you. Thank you.
Because I look out for people, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I get dressed and I don't look in the mirror. I just get dressed and roll. Yeah. I mean, I felt that they were a little tight, but I didn't look in the mirror.
That's how I used to get dressed for school, and I'd roll out, and Mama would just look at me and shake her head. Mm-mm. Like, that's getting worn with that? And I'm like,
surely. Yeah. You used one of the Boondock words?
All the time.
Hey, so,
what else we got?
Hey, look, if you walk around cow patties, eventually some of it's going to get on your boot. So you got to be careful who you hang with.
Yeah.
Right? There's this old saying, show me your top 5 friends and I'll show you your future. You know what I mean?
There you go.
So be careful what you hang around, folks. There was some kids around here this week that got in a lot of trouble. They just happened to be guilty by association, hanging around the wrong crowd.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just wanted to put that out there, let people.
Well, I mean, that's true. I mean, you're the company you keep.
Mm-hmm. Will also keep your company.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
And if they're that kind of friends, they probably, they won't keep your company once the dookie hits the pookie.
Yeah. I've had my company kept one time.
Yeah?
Yeah. It was kept too long.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I even tried to get around that knuckle and run around a corner. And stuff happened.
I've been having to keep my own company lately.
Yeah.
Is that?
Yeah. Hey, gives you time to reflect.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Hey, so look here. We got a lot of cancel stuff going on these days. Cancel this, cancel that.
Yeah.
There's a couple of new ones.
Yep.
And I seen the other day where the Indian paintbrushes, the red flowers out in the fields and stuff, they're going to cancel those.
Yeah, you can't have those.
Yeah, can't have
It's
them.
going to be illegal for them to grow on your property if you're not at least
trimming them
1/8 Native American.
Yeah. So what you're going to have to do is they're going to make a poison for you to put out for them. So we got to cancel Indian paintbrushes.
Yeah.
Sad deal.
For everybody except Native Americans.
Mm-hmm. The what's the other one? The Jeep Grand Cherokees and Cherokees.
And the Cherokees, right?
Right.
You can't drive them unless you are of at least 1/32nd Native American.
Yeah, they're going to rename those to the Jeep Cowboys, and Cowboys don't care.
No, yeah, we don't. Yeah,
I don't even think the Indians care. I think it's
everybody
our
else.
society is cares.
Yeah. I can tell you, my grandfather never cared.
Never cared.
Right.
I can't
he called himself an Indian. Right. He said he used to say that he had ingenuity when he would fix things a certain way.
There you go.
I'm like, Papa, that's genius. He's like, that's ingenuity. I was like, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Look, I would be surprised if any true Native Americans are actually offended by any of this.
Yeah.
Right? Did people just now start being Native American?
Yeah.
No.
Well, I mean, what was that one senator that she ran for president and she claimed she was Native American?
Mm-hmm.
Buffett. What
Elizabeth Warren.
Yeah, Elizabeth Warren. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Fake news.
Fake news.
Yeah, you're not Native American.
What was the other one? The red man chewing tobacco?
Red man chewing tobacco is out of here.
Mm-hmm.
Right. You're going to have to show. Now, we could still have Chief Yankelip buy it for us.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Because to buy Red Man, you're going to have to show your Indian Nation card. Right. To show that you are of certain descent. To be able to purchase, just like if you go to try to buy cigarettes or snuff these days, you got to show your driver's license, right?
Mm-hmm.
And, to prove you're over 21 in the great state of Texas.
Well, now in order to chew red man, you got to prove that you're at least a 16th Native American.
Yeah. So you have to show your Indian Nation card, right? So you can't just say, "Oh, well, yeah, of course I'm Native American." You have to be registered with the Indian Nation and have your card, So
Canceled.
Yeah.
Right.
That's right.
Oh, there you go.
It's all canceled, right?
Hey man, check this out.
Hey, good job, everybody. Congratulations.
You know what's happening?
You showed us. You made the world better.
Here's the deal: 90% of the world sees that as a joke.
Yeah.
And the other 10%,
not even 90%. It's more that sees it as a joke.
Yeah. So the rest of the world sees them, right? The other 10 or 5% as a joke,
as idiots.
Yeah. If anybody's offended by the color of something,
you are the problem.
You might be one of those people that need to unsuck your life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's
because
right.
There's way more. I mean, you're not going to die and go to the pearly gates and Peter be standing there and go, "Hey, wait, hold on a minute.
Yeah.
Did you support?
Did you drive Jeep Cherokee?
Did you just support Indian paintbrushes?
Yeah.
Oh no, you can't get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your favorite color? None of that's going to matter.
Yeah.
Right.
Do you have a Pepe Le Pew tattoo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So here, come on, people. There's bigger issues to tackle.
Yeah. Right. I mean, we have, folks being, getting killed and,
killed.
Child human trafficking and child porn, but we're worried about Jeep Cherokees, right? And Pepe Le Pew,
Washington Redskins, right? Now their team sucks. You know what I mean? Hey, but check this out. There is something I want to tackle. It's not a super huge issue or whatever. I'm just curious.
Yeah.
I went into the Smoothie King, right, up in Tyler, Texas.
Man.
Right there on Broadway. Went in there.
Oh, that's right across the parking lot from old Superior. Superior Firearm.
Guns.
Yeah.
Hey, well, look. So I'm sitting there with my wife getting a daggone smoothie. And I started looking around and now she's telling them what I want. I don't need, because I can't read it. It's like in foreign language to me.
Yeah. You have to have at least 2 years of college to be able to read their menu.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't come straight out of the woods and go, look, what is that?
Because that's like the person that goes in the Starbucks and be like, hey, can I get a large black coffee? And they look at you like you're the idiot. Yeah.
Can I get an acorn and walnut smoothie? They don't have that.
No.
But look, so she orders for me and I get to looking around and I notice really large on their wall, it says Smoothie King, something since 1973.
Maybe there was being smooth since 1973.
Maybe. I don't know. But I find it hard to believe.
The king of smooth since 73. Why do you think that's so hard?
I find that hard to believe that people's been getting smoothies, right, since 1973. Okay. I never heard of a smoothie until about 4 years ago, right?
Yeah.
Right? And I've been,
I mean, it's different parts of the country, hey, it takes a long time for things to get out here to the woods,
Well, so what I wanted to, somebody walked in there behind us and I heard them order. They said, "Yes, I would like a vegan angel hair with a half splash of almond nut juice, nut butter." That's what they ordered. And I'd like a hint of or an extra side over vitamin B. right? And I was like, what? Hold on a minute. You're telling me that this little building contains all this stuff? Right? Like,
yeah,
all this stuff was on the menus actually in the building, right?
Dang.
So they had.
Where do you keep your vitamin D at?
Yeah. Well, I got to wondering, what does a vitamin B look like?
Oh, what the?
And how do you extract it? How do you find it, right?
To get rid of it?
To get rid of it, or find it to include it in something else.
Because I guess you got to take it from something to be able to include it in his vegan soy latte organic, half almond nut butter.
Nut juice butter.
Nut to include it. So
yeah.
They've taken that vitamin B from something.
The juice of the butter.
Yeah.
Right? But a vitamin B or a vitamin K, E, D, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Are we really believing this? Or is this made up?
Yeah.
Is this real
life?
Right? You know what I mean? Because
or do they just squirt like some what's that? What do they call it whenever you're you're sick and the doctor gives you a fake, what's that fake pill?
Sugar pill.
Well, yeah, but it's called something. It's what do they call it?
Suppository.
Does that go up my butt?
Yeah.
No, it's oh man. Shit! I'm so stupid. What is it called? Anyway. So they're just squirting sugar juice in your smoothie, right?
It's mental, right? If they tell you, hey, this works, and you believe that it works, well, guess what?
Well, they win.
It's got a good chance of working.
Yeah.
But hey, so if anybody doubts that, if you could look up on YouTube or anywhere and or read books about the power of belief, right?
Yeah.
The law of attraction, power of belief, all this kind of
placebo.
stuff.
That's what I was thinking.
Oh, placebo
pill? Right? The placebo effect, where
the placenta effect.
Yeah. Oh, you got cows eat that, don't they?
Yeah. Hey, I've heard of humans cooking them like steak and eat them.
Stop it.
Yeah.
No, they don't.
Yeah. Matter of fact, over in California, and they even got a restaurant where you can eat a tiger penis. Costs $25,000 for a plate. It's supposed to give you longevity, right? And more. What's the urge? What's that called?
Drive?
Yeah, a bigger sex drive.
Yeah,
and longevity.
More of a sex drive. Okay,
more of a sex drive and longevity. And
like stamina type thing. Is that what you're trying to say?
No, not stamina. Just the want to, right?
Oh, because I always want to.
So here's the deal. I mean, not only are they taking the penis off of a tiger and cooking it over in California at this fancy restaurant, right? There's a lot of things I can think to eat of rather than that. But to pay $25,000 for it also?
Yeah.
No.
You know what else those people do? They drink smoothies with half almond nut / butter.
Yeah. That's those people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you take...
And they went outside and scraped the name Cherokee off their Jeep.
Yeah, it's those people.
Because they don't want to offend.
Right.
But they'll let a tiger die so they could eat his penis.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so, hey, man, look. People, sometimes you got to step back, and just because our society says that this is what is accepted and not accepted, sometimes you need to use some common sense, rethink it, and say no.
I think really we need to start rear back and slapping the taste out of people's mouth.
Yeah, slapping the water out of people's head, man.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Hey, look, it's just like a calorie, right? It's like.
No,
this Snickers. Listen,
we've had this conversation
before. I can't deal
before.
with it, but I can't deal with it. You go eat a Snickers, it's got 1,500 calories or whatever it's got. How? I know it's a measure of energy or heat or whatever, how that works, but I need proof.
It's the amount of energy it takes to raise the temperature of a 1 gallon of water by 1 degree or something like that.
Yeah. I don't even like that you know that, man. If you even know that, right? It's kind of like the sun's going to burn out in 5 billion years, you know. Who cares, right? But you can't tell me that every Snickers has the same exact calories.
I don't believe it does now that I know that there's not equal parts Dorito dust on each chip.
Oh, yeah, so we can get the exact calorie count, something you can't see.
Yeah.
We can get that exact in every Snickers or every cheeseburger. You go to cheeseburger, say these cheeseburgers have 1,500 calories or 1,500 calories. So every cheeseburger has 1,500, right?
Yeah.
But we can't get evenly cheesed Doritos. Come on, man. You know.
Yeah.
And that's why our show's great, because we bring things to light.
Yeah.
All right.
We got anything?
Yeah.
What
I
else
mean,
we
kind
got?
of like, the big story on the news is, the stuck barge or ship over in the Suez Canal.
No, that's not it.
What canal
It's
is it?
Suez.
Suez? Okay, the Suez
Yeah.
Canal.
But it's like, hey, do you know any girls that like to get down? Hey, I know Suez.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Suez down.
Yeah, Suez.
She ain't down far enough though, because everybody gets stuck over there.
Yeah.
So this big barge gets stuck over there in the Suez Canal, right?
Apparently, these folks in these boats have never been on these rivers in East Texas.
Yeah.
Right? Because we got some shallow runs here, and we sometimes get the boat stuck.
Yeah, we run across a sandbar when the tide's low a little bit,
Yeah.
or a tree, and we get we teeter totter.
We high center on it.
high center on a tree.
What do we do?
We fix it. We just
Get
pull
out and
it-
push.
Get out and push.
Or you
Put it in 4-wheel drive, man.
or you just take your paddle and just push off of it a little bit.
Yeah. So look here, they're talking about big old barge, right? When it was the captain was Captain Canal Getstuckovich,
Yeah.
right? He's German.
He's a German boat captain, who. Now the story. I don't know if this is.
I know what happened. I read up on it. I know what happened.
What's that?
He had set up a vacation, like a tour, to go see the Egyptian pyramids.
Okay.
He didn't want to do the virtual vacation thing.
No, because Egypt is now open because there's no
Yeah.
corona, anywhere but America.
Yeah.
Right. So the world's opened right again.
So he figured he'd stop in, get him a beer.
Well, he figured they were having a port call right there in around Cairo.
Yeah.
Right. So he was heck bent on. I guess his tour was starting at a certain date and time.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he just parked. Like, hey, I'm going on my tour, right?
I ain't missing it again
Yeah.
this year.
What was he gonna? He gonna go take a selfie on the Sphinx?
Yeah, he wanted. Yeah, he was scratching off his bucket list. He wanted a Sphinx selfie. Yeah,
Yeah. So
and so he'd yelled out. He'd whatever, because they sound certain alarms for. And everybody on the crew knows what this alarm means. So
we're stuck.
He sounded the alarm. It's like, hey, let's drop anchor because we're,
Drop anchor. Yeah. So the anchor guy.
I'm going to be gone for about 3 hours.
Yeah. And the anchor guy needs a pay raise because he showed his anchor.
Yeah, he dropped the heck out of that anchor. That anchor got so dang deep they couldn't pull that booger back up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, he was another one of them guys that goes deep, man.
Or maybe what was the captain's name? Canal what?
Getstuckovich.
Getstuckovich. Maybe maybe somebody called up to the bridge and be like, hey, we left somebody back at our last stop. And he tried to turn around in that thing.
All right, I'll do a Yui, man.
Hey, just make sure nobody's behind me. And he tried to whip that booger around. The old Ever Given was a little too big for that canal.
Oh crap!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, when you're too big, you can't always just be turning around in there.
Yeah.
You're gonna get it stuck.
I know. You can't be having elbows and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But look. Here's what I don't understand.
I mean,
this dude gets stuck. First of all, they couldn't get 2 tugboats and pull in opposite directions.
We've got helicopters on Jupiter, right? But we can't.
We can't get a barge unstuck.
We can't. Grab a tugboat in the front and a tugboat on the back and just yank in the opposite direction.
Hey, we're going counterclockwise.
Yeah, on the count of 3, you go and I'll go.
Yeah. I just don't understand, man. There's a lot of things in this, and so here's what happened. It shuts down the economy.
Yeah, billions of dollars.
How did that cost billions of dollars?
Yeah, because Canal Getstuckovich wanted to, a Sphinx
He wanted
selfie.
a beer and a Sphinx selfie, right?
Yeah, right.
And what I understand, look, Moses went down through there.
Yeah.
About 7,000 years ago.
Yeah.
Moses goes over there,
throws a stick in the ground and splits that dang sea.
calls to God, and bam, the whole sea splits.
The Israelites skedaddled across that sea.
Yeah.
Right? But Canal gets Stukovich, right?
Yeah. He wants to do a U-E.
Yeah.
And or park, and we can't figure out how to get unstuck, right?
Yeah.
Bet you wish you'd have had that 4-wheel drive.
Yeah. We got 4-wheel drive dirt bikes.
Yeah.
But he ain't got it on his boat.
Right. We got scopes on shotguns and stuff like that, you know. But
Yeah.
I just don't get it, man. Hey, rethink society, right?
Yeah.
Listen, can we not reinvent, you know?
Do we just need to dig that thing out a little bit, that canal?
Yeah.
Was that ship a little too heavy?
Yeah. Can we make that passage a little deeper?
What's it called?
Huh? The Suez Canal.
There you go.
I got it right.
Oh, Suarez. Yeah.
Well, you know where I'm from. There's a lot of Suarez around here, so yeah.
Suez Canal. Come on. I mean,
yeah. Sue is and Sue ain't, right?
Is you is or is you ain't my baby. Yeah. So I mean, what else? So that's it, right? That's just to recap the weekend, man. I mean, it's, you know, I had a great weekend, and I was fired up to be able to bring folks, you know, this show today. I mean, it's good, man.
Yeah,
you know,
hey, look here. Figure it out, guys. You know, sometimes use a little common sense. Figure out where something's not going well in your life. Figure out a way to unsuck it.
Hey, maybe somebody used our pickup line and it didn't work. Let us know if it didn't, so we can maybe take that one off our list. You know, right? Hit us up. Shoot us an email. Was it let's talk at spitcupandroy.com? Yeah. Not .gov
or .org.
Yeah.
Or .net.
Yeah.
Is there really a need for all that? Why can't we just have one?
Yeah.
One address. Come on.
Yeah.
But anyways, hey, and if you don't feel like doing it there, check us out. Hit us up on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, right? Make sure you push the follow button on Spotify.
Now, all of these things are linked if they go to our website, right?
Believe so.
Yeah, and the website itself is
spitcupandroy.com.
But it's
spelled out.
It's preceded with a WW and another W.
3 W's.
And
right?
then a dot.
Not 3 I's like, you know,
Isaac's
icebox installation.
Yeah.
Or 3 R's like
Radnor's refrigerator removal.
Yeah.
No, it's World Wide Web dot.
spitcupandroy.com.
Yeah. Oh, my tank.
So,
well, hey, you know, it's a.
I'll just say this: if nobody learned nothing today, or was motivated, or they wasn't,
maybe re-listen.
Yeah.
Maybe you got distracted.
Yeah.
Maybe
you had the windows down in your car.
Your neighbor was mowing and you couldn't hear.
Yeah.
You know.
Or the coffee maker in your office job was too loud, right? Or you had too many people on the phone. You know, hey, let's figure out a way to.
It was too loud.
Really capture the message.
Yeah. Sometimes you just need to sit down and have only us on.
Yeah.
Right.
And visualize in your mind what we're talking about.
Hey, go. Listen to us while you're soaking in the tub. You know what I mean?
Rubbo in the El Tubbo. You know what I mean?
You're getting all jazz handy. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, you're all
jazz hands. Oh, my bean. Yeah. Hey, folks, we'll see you Friday, right? We're going to have another amazing show, just like always. Going to be just as good, if not better.
Better.
Right? So let's be safe.
We just keep topping ourselves.
Yeah, let's have a great week. Don't be buttholes to people. You know what I mean? If you're riding in the fast lane and you ain't passing nobody, get the heck over.
Use your blinker.
Use your blinker, Texas. Right? Let's not be like those other idiots. We're better than this.
We are better.
Yeah.
Yeah, and don't California or Texas either. Huh? Y'all talk crap about Texas for centuries. Now all of a sudden you want to be here. Huh? Or stay in Austin. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So anyways, hey, you got anything else, man?
No, I don't. We'll see y'all on Friday. Same channel, same time. Right?
Same mindset. Right? Yeah. Get your mind right.
So what's our what's our what's our like slogan
our
of the week?
Slogan?
What's our power phrase for the week?
Power phrase. Nothing changes if nothing changes.
Oh, I thought it's just, hey, let's start unsucking it.
Yeah. That's exactly right, man.
Yeah.
Hey, find an area that sucks and
so
unsuck
let us
it.
know by Friday where you unsucked it. And so we can give you a shout out. We're like, hey, this person, here's an example of somebody who took the initiative to unsuck a situation. Right? And give us the details on the suckness.
Yeah.
Right?
They didn't know where to start. They were like, do I start at the tip, the base, the side, right? What do I do, right? Do I need to smell the situation first? What needs to happen, right? So what you need to do is analyze.
I mean, we've given you advice, but if you need to like call your mom, right? Just hey, how did you do it?
Yeah. When you raised us on your own. You had 17 kids. Yeah. How did you do it? And when you found a sucky situation, how did you unsuck it? Right? And she'll tell you. Guarantee it.
Yeah.
Moms are great. If you got a dad, be very thankful. Because they'll tell you how to do it too. That matter of fact, the dads even know how to get away from having to go through all of that. They'll teach you how to pre-suck, right?
Yeah.
How to be like, I can
avoid.
I can show you how to avoid a sucky situation.
Yeah, avoid the suck.
Yeah.
So I would rather avoid a suck than have to unsuck.
Right. So let's just say our weekly motivation could be avoid the suck.
Yeah, that's even better.
Yeah, avoid the suck.
Let's avoid the suck.
All right. There you go. Anyway, folks, y'all be careful, be good to one another, let the Lord be your focus, and handle up.
I'm gonna unsuck it, unsuck my life.